Hello children, welcome to Narayana Live Classes. Today we are going to discuss the assignment key of the topic hydrosphere, and the subtopic is about hydrological cycle from 9th standard for the date July 1st, 2020. So coming to the first question children, here we have the first question. What is meant by water cycle? What is meant by water cycle? And the continuation, what is its importance? Clear children? Yeah. I repeat the question once again. What is meant by water cycle and what is its importance? Yes. In our regular life, we can live without having food approximately for 2 to 3 days. We can live, but we can't live without drinking water for more than 1 or 2 days. Why? What is the reason is? The second essential product or raw material which is useful for our life is water. Now I have a question for you people. From where we are getting the water? Is that we have any type of the magical hands? Whenever we need, immediately we are going to get the water? No. So the water is going to be taken into different sets, different parts. We can see that throughout the earth, 1/4 part is about the land and 3/4 is completely covered with the water bodies. From these water bodies, the process of water cycle is going to be taken part. What are the things will be there in the process of water cycle is about first one, evaporation. Second one, condensation. Third one, precipitation. Fourth one, transportation. Let's have a brief discussion regarding about these things. Evaporation is going to be taken from all the living organisms at the same time from the water bodies. For example, where we will find about the huge water in the ocean and seas. So the evaporation process not only from the water bodies, also from living organisms, where we call it as evapotransportation or evapotranspiration. Is that clear children? So from that, even though while we are playing, while we are talking, we feel some sweat, we feel some thirsty, in the sense, without knowing, some water content is going to be evaporated from our body. Is that clear children? This process completely is going to be explained in, like, where we call about, first one is about evaporation and the second one is about on the ground itself only the flow of water is going to be evaporated, where we call it as runoff. Where we call it as runoff. Is that clear children? So not only from the ocean bodies or water bodies, from also living organisms and also from the water which is flowing on the ground, land surface like rivers, canals and the tanks, the evaporation is going to be taken. So this is about the water cycle. And what is the importance? If there is no evaporation, what happens? There will be no rainfall. Clear children? Whenever the water evaporates in a particular height, in a particular elevation, the water particles or water molecules are going to meet with the moisture and those is going to be formed like a cloud. Whenever we have about the cool breezes, what is the meaning of breeze here? The winds. The cool breezes are going to touch the clouds, then we are going to get about the rainfall. Clear children? So if there is no process of water cycle, what happens? The life can't be survived. Clear children? I hope you understood the answer. We are moving to the second question now. Coming to the second question children. What is meant by transportation? What is meant by transportation. In general terminologies, forget about the lesson, forget about the topic. In general terminologies, we use the word transportation. Transport. What is the meaning of that? Moving the objects from one place to another place. Clear, children? The same pattern in hydrological cycle or in water cycle, we use the term transportation as per the atmospheric conditions. As I said now, along with the evaporation of the water, the dust and the soil particles like moisture are going to mix with the clouds. The movement of the clouds from one place to another place, clear, children, is or will be come under transportation. Here we have the answer in a statement form. The movement of water through the atmosphere specifically from ocean to land. Why here especially we use the term ocean in the sense, as we all know that a huge amount of water bodies will be taken in the oceanic part. So more evaporation process is going to be taken. Here you may get a doubt, sir, when there is more evaporation has been taken in nearby the ocean itself only, then why we are getting about the rainfall on the land? Why can't we get the same amount of the rainfall in the ocean? Because of movement of the winds. What happens when the movement of the winds has been taken? The winds are going to push away the clouds. Dear children, so the movement of the winds are carrying about the clouds and they are moving forward. That is the reason less rainfall is going to be taken in the ocean and more rainfall is going to be taken on the land. And also you can say that because of humidity, the rainfall is going to be taken. Changes of atmospheric conditions. Clear, children? We are moving to the next question. Coming to this third last question, children. What is hydrological cycle? And how do you express it in mathematical expression? Coming to the answer, children. Here I am taking a word from the question hydrological. Yeah, in Greek, the word hydro means water. The word hydro means water. Clear, children? In the first question, we have been gone through discussing about water cycle. Here, the hydrological cycle in the form of mathematical expression can be expressed in the form of RO is equal to RO. RO stands for runoff. RO is equal to, RF is equal to, rainfall is equal to RO plus ET. Rainfall is equal to RO plus ET. So RF stands for rainfall. As in the first question we discussed about the evaporation. When there is evaporation, then the rainfall is going to be taken. And what is the meaning of RO here? Runoff. What is the meaning of runoff? The water bodies which are flowing on the ground surface comes under runoff. Even though underground water also. Clear, children? So runoff plus ET stands for evaporation or evapotranspiration or evapotranspiration. Clear, children? In mathematical expressions, the hydrological cycle can be given as RF is equal to RO plus ET, where RF stands for rainfall, RO stands for runoff, and ET stands for evaporation. I hope you enjoyed the session. Have a nice day. Be safe. Thank you.